Welcome back to another video, my pupils. This video is the first part of many in which we will take a deep dive into every player's signature move or one of their favorite skill move. This video has content stacked right through to the end, so make sure to watch, learn and take notes. Enough said, let's go. The first step is starting off standing over the ball. Then raise your foot over the ball. Then open up your ankles to 180 degrees. Then you aim to make contact just below the center of the ball. Now, most importantly, make contact at the ankle and use the same energy to follow through the ball. Now, mastering the moving OZIL bounce is all about timing and your judgment. The importance of making proper contact just below the center of the ball and with the ankle, and using the same energy to follow through is fundamental. First and most importantly, the ideal contact spot should be the bunion, that is the side bulge on your big toe. Contact with this area gives the ball a unique movement. In attempting to strike the finesse shot, try to keep your posture straight, with your head over the ball. Make sure your striking leg remains straight, with your standing leg pointing to the far post. The natural lean comes from the ankle, and the follow-through with the striking leg must finish in front of the leaning ankle. The better the lean from the ankle, the better the ball will curl. The aim from the standing leg is the shot's compass, and most importantly, keep your head over the ball. Aim just below the center of the ball, making contact with the bunion. Focus on aiming the plant foot is your compass to your cross. Practice the standing crossing motion. In this motion, focus on aiming the plant at an angle, which will enable you to get the desired curve on the ball. Keep the striking leg straight and stiff, with toes pointing up. Follow through with the knee bend, and with the standing leg leaning from the ankles. This entire motion should be quick. Make sure not to overlean on the standing leg, because it will put a strain on the ankle. Be sure to balance the lean from the ankle. This is key. In practicing, have markers for a target to aim at. Whether front post, back post, or in between the penalty spot or 6-yard box. Between the penalty spot and the 6-yard box is the perfect zone. You must align yourself almost in a straight line with the ball, with a slight curve towards the foot you use. Then run with a slightly higher knee drive at a moderate pace. Now the contact with the ball is the most crucial part. Firstly, you must always lock your ankle to prevent injury during and after the contact motion. Then with the inside of the foot with a firm and locked ankle, hit the ball slightly below the middle of the ball. Then your foot must go in an upward motion. Now that leads you into the follow-through. After the upward motion of your foot, which is what gives the ball its movement. Make sure to make the motion quick and snappy to get the dip on the ball. Then maintain the locking of your ankle. This skill move exposes flat-footed defenders. Firstly, when in white areas and you're going at almost full speed with the ball, and the defender is tightly marking you, and you want to slow him down suddenly. This is your first cue to do the Greif turn. Now, this step is vital to fool the defender. Open up your body. This tricks the defender for a cross or pass. Also, the plant of your standing leg should point at an angle, which will trick him also. Notice the angle that I open my body to with my shoulders slanted. This allows me to lean a bit forward like a body feint, which further tricks him for a cross or a pass. Instead of following through with the swing, use the inside of your dominant foot to drag the ball behind your planted foot. This motion should be swift and close to your planted foot to maintain control of the ball. As you drag the ball behind your planted foot, pivot your body 180 degrees in the opposite direction. The ideal contact location is right along the instep, which is the top of your foot. Next, you want your standing leg to be around 6 to 10 inches from the ball. This length gives the skill mobility, which is critical. Then, make your strong foot reach behind your standing foot in a quick motion to generate enough power for you to hit the ball with the instep. Always aim just below the center of the ball for a firm RABONA. To get your RABONA in the air, you have to lean back in the moment of contact. As hard as it sounds, you have to also lean horizontally from the ball, and at the same time trying to keep that backward lean. The backward lean and the horizontal lean is the hidden secret to get your RABONA in the air. Use the lower instep to guide your RABONA in the air. Always remember your standing foot is your compass, especially when doing the RABONA, so make sure you plant it according to your target. The first step of the sombrero flick is to take a step ahead of the ball. This enables you to get in the correct stance over the ball. Secondly, use the top of your foot to chip the ball, with your upper body leaning over the ball. In this position, it is important while chipping the ball up you lean forward. This will give you more mobility while doing the flick. Thirdly, the flick, use the instep of your foot to flick the ball over your head. With your foot flexed upwards and legs straight as an arrow, the ball will go directly over your head. Now, you must quickly turn 180 degrees while the ball is in flight going over the head of both you and your opponent. As you do this, you must ensure that you keep your eyes on the trajectory of the ball at all times. Always keep track of where the ball is moving. Firstly, positioning, control. Use your dominant foot. Secondly, approach the ball from a broader angle. This angle facilitates encircling the ball with your foot. Point of contact. Use the outside of your foot to strike the ball. The lower portion of the ball should produce lift and curve. Now the follow-through. The direction you want the ball to curve is where you should direct your follow-through. Your body and legs should move in a way that replicates the ball's intended trajectory. The first aim is to cut distance between you and the ball. If you're not near enough, there's no way on earth you'll be able to even think about doing a slide tackle. So cut the distance. Now your main cue to execute the slide tackle is a heavy touch. When you see that heavy touch, that's your time to strike with a leaning posture towards the ball. This lean helps with the slide on the ground and makes the whole tackle quick and effective. With eyes locked in on the ball and leg bent for full extension, this is the moment you must be brave and be focused on making contact with the ball before the man. Now this is the reason why the lean that I mentioned before is important. Now after the contact, the lean is the reason you go underneath and end up behind the opponent. Without it you won't have enough momentum and the opponent could stamp on your leg.